What's up, guys? Pypo here, bringing you a Christmas beach today. Not sure if it's gonna be released on Christmas or anything like that. Just mainly recording it because I can be a fucking gnome, and I love the fact that like gnome hunters. I don't know why they're not a thing. Like I know like everyone talks about like the lore being broken. My cam is really high right now. I just realized I CBF fixing it right in the middle of the BG. I gotta fix that. I don't know what's going on, but a lot of people talk about like lore ruining and classes being shit that they shouldn't be, and like this race shouldn't be able to be this class or whatever. I know it's a big issue and people like don't really like when Blizz fuck with that shit, but at the same time, I feel like at this point, it's all out the fucking window, right? It's no longer like a huge oh my land that we shouldn't be doing this shit anymore. It's kind of reached its end. I mean, we got fucking torn priests and paladins and shit. We got all that kind of stuff. We got a bunch of stuff that makes no fucking sense. So I feel like gnomes should be able to be hunted. Because look at this. Look at this. Like, they have the animations. They have the ability to do it. So it's like, why not just implement that they can be the class? You know what I mean? Because I would probably, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you guys, and you guys will probably hate me for it. I would probably, this is pissing me off how high this is. This is ridiculously, like, I'm like not even in, I don't know what happened. Did I bump the computer or something? I'm not even like in frame either. Like, I don't know how fucking broken I made this cam right here. Anyway, so I don't know if you guys would hate me because I'm an alliance or whatever. The cam is still fucked. I don't give a shit. Because like I know you guys like really fucking into horde and that kind of stuff. I've never been like loyal to a faction. It's not been. I mean, I started off alliance. The first characters I ever played was alliance because my dad played alliance, and then I went horde, and then I played mainly horde since then until mop, where I made a human. And a lot of you guys who follow my channel will know and remember that I used to play Human Hunter, which was Pypo. And I used to play the Human Hunter up until, I think it was late 5.3. I can't remember. I think it was 5.3. I think it was 5.3. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna switch this one out and go for the Horde side, mainly because back then, Horde won every BG. Like that's not me exaggerating. That's not me trying to like sound like it's bad or something like that. It literally was Horde won every single BG. That's just what happened. And I was like, I got sick of like I tried to record every day and was like, man, I'm not winning a single BG right now. This is fucking worthless. I'm gonna go fucking switch to Horde. And honestly, it was the best decision I ever made at the time because it literally meant that I could fucking just actually win and record BGs more fucking easily. It was so much better. It was so much better. But as of recently, Alliance and Horde have been kind of even. I mean, we're about to lose this one by the looks of it. So like we've been pretty fucking even as far as like winning and losing goes. I'm gonna put a trap myself for that warrior. He's gonna charge that trap. There we go. So we've been pretty fucking even as far as like that is. But the issue is that I don't want to like transfer to Alliance for no fucking reason. Like there's no real reason as of right now. I'm not gonna trade over for a chance of winning more when there's actually. Where the fuck is my team, by the way? I'm in the middle with 1, 2, 3, 4 alliance. There's 4 alliance out here, and just me. I don't know where the fuck my team is, but Jesus Christ, I'm fucking 1v4 out here for days. That's fucking rough city. So I'm like, I don't want to go alliances for like the sake of, especially since I have everything horde. That's not a thing that's gonna happen. But if they bring out gnome hunters, which I'm no longer a gnome because I fucking died in mid because my team just left me, I would definitely go gnome hunter because it's like. I fucking love, and I've always loved gnomes. I love them so much. I don't know why. It's just that something about being small, but being like a badass is like super. It's like epic. Like that's the definition of epic to me. Is being like a small kind of underdog. No one expects you to be. What are my teammates doing? I just see them all running out of their base. How could you all run out of their base and you didn't get the flag back? Like, are you all that worthless? I'm out here 1v4 and you guys couldn't get one fucking flag. Seriously? Do you want to build a snowman? This guy wants to build a snowman, so let's fucking build him one in his fucking asshole and kill him. I'm gonna interrupt his polymorph because fuck his face. So yeah, I don't know. Like the original thing I rolled a gnome. Obviously, me liking gnomes as much as I do. I made a warlock, and I had a level 70. It was one of my leveling series back in the day. I had a level 77. I think I got him to 77. Level 77 Affliction Warlock. I really like the Affliction too. I want to reroll a Warlock as well. Not reroll as in stop playing Hunter. I mean just make an ult that's a Warlock. Because for some reason I really like dotting. I like dots. I don't know what like this is the whole reason I played Survival at the start of Warlords was because I thought Survival was gonna be the most viable spec. It's pretty good right now as well, by the way. I should probably make an off-spec of Survival and play that a little bit. When I started playing Survival, I was like, man, this is this is some next level shit. I love dotting, and it reminded me of playing my Affliction Gnome Warlock, and I was like, man, I miss it. I genuinely miss playing my Gnome Warlock. That shit was fucking this. It was the sex. It was literally the sex. I fucking love it so much. I don't know what it is about just being like a small gnome of doom. That's the definition of what you are. You're a gnome of doom, and I love it. It's because no one, I swear no one can target you either. I don't remember ever PvPing against someone, and when there's like a bunch of people, it was like being invisible. No one like paid attention. I was like, what the fuck? What's happening? By the way, I should mention this is the first BG I'm doing with my new Spirit Beast. Haven't actually named it yet, but that's just because it's only been, my video of me getting it's only been off like, I think maybe 5 hours or something like that. So because of that, I didn't want to like fucking choose a name just yet. I wanted to wait. Blade Storms. I see that Blade Storm. I forgot to do it. It's starting to get a little bit fucking lax on my Blade Storms. I gotta get fucking back on the game here. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I just fucking, man, I just love gnomes. I don't know, this has just become a video about me liking gnomes. I really wish I didn't die that early on, so I've been a gnome for the whole BG, to be honest. It's the whole reason I made this BG video. Is like, oh man, I fucking love gnomes. I want to make a gnome video, that's what I'm going to do, and then immediately got killed. And I'm about to get killed again because I have a Feral Druid Warrior on me, which equals fucking death 9 times out of 10. Unless I have a healer, but I don't think there's any healers on my team, unfortunately. By the way, I wanted to ask you guys, because I don't know if I'm just not paying attention, or just like missing something. I wanted to know if there's a reason why I cannot stun Ret Paladins. I've noticed something recently, and I honestly don't know what's causing it, but I'll be, for instance, doing arenas or PvPing, and I'll get into a fight with a Paladin. And if I stun him like randomly, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. And it's not like a diminishing returns or anything like that. I'm not playing with someone else who stuns that much. It's just, we're just stunning away, and it's going pretty well and shit like that. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm going to throw a stun down. I put a bind shot down, and the Paladin will just run through it and not get stunned. I've seen it happen, like, usually I don't bring stuff up like that ever, because I'm like, it's probably a bug or a glitch, or it's just you're paying, because you're being Australian, you get shit like that all the time. And I'm like, it's probably just goofing. It's probably just a Goof City fucking bug. But it's happened so frequently where a Paladin just runs through my bind shot, where it's to the point where I'm like, do they have a new ability that stops them from being, or do they have like a Cloak of Shadows kind of thing where you run through and the magical effect doesn't take hold or some shit like that? Like that's the point of like me seeing this right now. That's like what I'm thinking. By the way, my entire team left me, which is really not good for me because it means I'm gonna get jumped by what looks like 5 people. Now 5 people is definitely gonna be a bit of an issue for pips. I'm not tanky at all. I might be a hunter, but I can't use the deterrence because I'm fucking sitting in a fucking stun, and I got the flag, can't deterrence with flags, unfortunately, and there's the dead pips. My team's left me. I don't understand people who play defense or like follow you out of their base, and all of them just seem to stop at the river and Twin Peaks and just go and like attack something else. I think I'm gonna get sidetracked or something. I don't know, but it's gonna make us lose the game if they keep playing like that. Trying to do game-winning plays here in fucking Twin Peaks, and my team's like, nope. Not gonna do it. By the way, fuck you, dude, for being gladiator stance. I hate people playing prot in PvP. I hate the Blizzard for some reason. We're like, oh, prot warriors can't play PvP. We gotta make it viable. Why? Why is what? No, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I get the idea of like anyone else who PvEs can go into PvP and do PvP, but realistically, they should. They shouldn't be able to do that. The PvP and PvP, PvP and PvE are completely separate subsections of World of Warcraft, completely different types of the game. They're not even remotely similar. And it pisses me off that someone can go and raid and get heroic gear or whatever, and then just go PvP and like they'll do okay. I honestly think they should do worthlessly. It should be 2 completely different things. Like, and honestly, I think it'd be better for WoW if it was like that, because then it's like there's more stuff to do in WoW. You know what I mean? Like, instead of me just PvPing or just PvEing, I'd have to do both if I wanted to be viable in both. And I'd have more to do. I'd have to spend more time in the game. I'd have to be more pro-ski at what I'm doing, which would result in me actually liking the game a bit more and having more shit to do. I wouldn't get bored of fucking WoW that much. Like, that's just the truth of it. I mean, I don't understand why they're so like content and so keen on making the game like even or fair, or like, I know like make it balanced for PvP and stuff like that. I understand that, but don't make it like fucking ridiculously stupid for like, it's just ridiculously stupidly easy. One of the things I like about vanilla, and I've talked to people about this, I've talked to Suki about this before. One of the main things I liked about vanilla, BC, and Wrath was I could see top tier raiders. I could see them. You'd see their gear, and like Transmog has kind of gone away with this as well. You could see people in their fucking awesome gear, and I would look at them and be like, holy shit! Look at this person's gear! I'd be like, are you shitting me right now? Look at this! Look at these guys' shoulder pieces. I want to become a raider just for the. Oh, I'd see a PvP and I'd be, hold. This guy's 2,200 and fucking threes, and look at his fucking enchant right now. Look at his enchants and look at his weapons. Oh my Lanta. And that's how I get excited and hyped to keep playing. I didn't get depressed or sad because I wasn't playing or doing the same content as them. I wasn't depressed or angry or sad that I couldn't compete with these people. I got like a boost and like I want to get that. I want to reach that. I want to be the same level as these guys. I want to be good at this game. It's the same thing about like, for instance, League of Legends. I play League as a casual player, and I still feel like that. I still feel like, man, I want to be better. I got to be good. I got to get a good rank. I got to reach level 30. It forces you to be competitive. Whereas WoW these days, it's like hand spoon-fed content. They're trying to spoon content into your fucking ass and be like, here you go. Here's some raids for you. Keep in mind, I haven't raided in WoD, guys. So this, I might be talking my ass as far as like WoD's concerned. I'm not too certain how it goes in Warlords. It could be completely different and work really well. I'm not too sure. I'm just speaking from my previous raiding experiences. And Transmog is definitely... I'm not even talking shit about Transmog. Transmog is one of my favorite things in the game. It's just weird to have something that is so... I love it so much, but at the same time, there's no other way for me to like see someone now and be like, oh, you clear shit, unless I inspect them. Which these days is near impossible to do just to a random person, because where are you going to inspect people? Literally, Warlords right now is sitting in your fucking Garrison. Like, you sit in the Garrison and you're like, oh, I'll talk to trade chat if I need anything. If not, I'm not going to go anywhere. All the shit I need is in my Garrison. If you upgrade your Garrison, you can transmog, you have your banks, you have your fucking shit, you can get your quests, you can get your dailies there. There's literally everything you could ever fucking need is all in this one location. This one location. And because of that, you straight up don't need to leave it ever. Which means I'm never even going to run into someone to the point where I'm like, oh, this person's cool, this person's awesome, I like your gear, oh, that person's doing cooler shit than me, I should go try out that cool shit. That's never going to happen to me because I'll just sit in my Garrison doing my arena and doing my BGs. The only reason I'll ever decide or want to do a PvE raid or something like that is if I personally Google like a raid and I'm like, hey, let me look at this raid or whatever the fuck. Because as a DPS, you're never going to go into looking for raid unless you have like 2 hours to spare. Even I didn't even have a job. Like, YouTube is my job as of right now. I don't have a job, and I don't have 2 hours to sit around waiting for a fucking Q pop. Like what the fuck? What the fuck am I gonna do for 2 hours while I sit here waiting for looking for raid to pop? No, I don't have time for that shit. So naturally, I'm never gonna do it unless I see those people like with those cool gears or the titles or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Titles are probably the only thing still in the game that sometimes I'll see and be like, holy, how do you get that? And I'll actually Google, like, how do I get this title I want to get? Some of them are, like, old school content. I'll go run the old school content. But, like, the newer ones, or, like, the mounts and stuff like that, they've done a few things, like the Challenger mounts. I've seen it, and I've been like, man, I want it. I really want it. The one step forward that I can clearly say that Blizzard have made, though, as far as Warlords is concerned, is the fact that you cannot fly in Warlords of Draenor. That might not be a huge deal to you guys, but it makes the world so much bigger. Like, imagine, like, the size of, say, Warlords of Draenor. The size of Azeroth. Azeroth's bigger, right? It's pretty fucking huge. I still have an easier time getting around Azeroth than I would Warlords of Draenor. Now, you might be like, well, that's a good thing, isn't it? It's absolutely not a good thing. If you have a super easy time getting around and, like, doing things, then you're gonna get into a situation where it's like, there's no size to this area. There's no like epicness to this fucking space in which we're now like occupying and trying to like have these epic adventures and shit. Stuff's going on and everything's happening. It's like if I can just get to a place where I need to go in like 2 seconds, and if I can't get there in 2 seconds, I can just fly up there in 2 seconds. It's like it's so fucking easy and just boring. I'd say I don't give a fuck anymore about this. I could not care less about this area. And then for Warlords, they can do cool stuff like jumping puzzles that are around and shit like that. And it just makes it so much more cool and epic to have those certain areas that you, if you had fly, what I used to spend my time doing in Azeroth before they added flying was sitting on top of Goldshire Inn. That's what I used to do. I used to PvP, get my arena points. Once I PvP'd, I would do a few arenas, do a few BGs, get bored, I'd recruit like 5 of my friends, and we'd go sit on top of Goldshire Roof as Horde and just sit there. we'd sit on Gold's Gyre Roof, and we just kill lines. And because there's no flying, you can jump up, you can use the like height to your advantage, you can run away, you can glitch. That stuff was the funnest times I've had in WoW, and Warlords actually has the potential to have those things, whereas anywhere that has flying doesn't. So I honestly have to say to Blizzard, please do not implement flying in Warlords, because I love not being able to fly in areas. It just makes it so much cooler. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day with you. I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.